Hello everyone, thanks for joining me in this video where I'll be explaining the concept of variables. I know variables sound like something really abstract, but I'll try to explain it in a sort of practical example that you will really understand visually. That's what BitByBit is all about. And I've prepared this script that you see now on the screen where I already sort of created artificial problem for myself, and through variables I'll show how I can solve it. So it will be visual, it will be short, and it will just illustrate the point of where would you like to use variables, what they are, and just practically show you what I can do with them. So this is the script that creates the polyline with 3 points, and you see now that there are white points visualized on the screen, and then there is also a line going through those 3 points, or polyline. And to reference that 3D entity to the script, this part is responsible for making the 3 points, and this part is responsible for making the polyline, so the orange or yellow one. And what you immediately recognize, I think, is that I had to create 2 lists, each containing 3 points, both for this component and for this component, for drawing the polyline. So this data is repeated in 2 places. In programming, usually this is a bad code smell. that's how you could think about it, and I will explain why. Well, first of all, there's this problem of maintainability, and to maintain this kind of script, you have to change things in 2 places always when you want to update the coordinate of 1 point. Given that you want, of course, the polyline to go through those 3 white points. And what I mean by that is this. So if I change this number to be 8, for example, you will see that the point jumps up, but the polyline did not adapt. And that's the big issue, because, well, you now have to also change that for them to become equal. And it's a lot of work, but also you can imagine situations where this kind of data is repeated maybe 10 times, 20 times. It becomes really impossible to manage it on all of those places. And variables give you the possibility to create the data in one place and create a sort of wormhole to the inputs in the other place. So that's what I'm gonna do. And to do that, I will be using the variables category in BitByBit, and I will create a new variable. So this is the prompt that asks me to enter the variable name, and I will name it points of the polyline. I will hit create, and you see that now I've got my variable here, and I can set its value to something. And also I can pick this variable up and use it as an input in other components. So that's quite a simple concept, and I think you already know what I'm gonna do, but let's do it anyway. Let's create the variable and set its value to this list. So now the variable represents a list with 3 points, and because of that we can just delete this this component. And what happened now is that we have 2 open positions for our variable, and let's just take it and use it. So let's drag and drop it here and here. So now we've created a wormhole that I was mentioning before, and this wormhole transfers this data through this variable into two places at the same time. So if I click run now, nothing will happen. But if I update this script, you will see that both the points update and the polyline mesh updates. And I don't need to edit two lists anymore or two coordinates to make everything synchronous. This variable just contains the data that I need, and then I can reuse it in different other blocks of BitByBit. That's it. That's the concept that I wanted to explain. I didn't address too much this idea of variable updating its state when time of the execution runs, but there will be other videos for that, and I hope you understood this simple optimization that I've did, and this is mostly how variables are used. So yeah, that's quite simple, I suppose. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe on YouTube, and I'll see you in later videos. Bye.